And we're live.
Welcome everyone! This is Lord Death Reaper with Napoleonic Wars news. We are bringing you here to the Spanish Riverside to have a live performance of the new tech that's about to be launched. I'm going to give it over to Alejandro, who's going to explain to you real quick about the technology, and after that we're going to go back to me and we're going to explain to you what's going to happen today.
Hello. So yes, the new tech has been changed quite a bit. For example, now the companies have a strength system. Depends on the number of people alive and the amount of people dying every 2 seconds. And most likely now there's a new routing system. Pretty much the line can now break, which is gonna give points to the enemy team. And there's multiple new factors that changes the whole game. The new tech is to be a very game changer now, and we're here to test it out with you guys.
Alright, thank you. So now we're going to be having Mete and Alejandro providing commentary with myself providing it in between times. Once again, we thank you for viewing us today. This is brought to you by Napoleonic Wars News, your official news source for everything development, community-wise, and everything in between. I'm going to give it over to Mete now. Go ahead.
Hello, welcome guys. It's been a few days since our last stream, but we have again we have 5th core, 21E Eisenberg and 6C, basically most of 5th core, and then we have joined by 3rd core by RGN, and then we have Irish on their side as well. They're fighting what looks to be a combined British and Lions League force. Mostly British though. We have the Blackwatch, the Goldhavens, the Queen Zone, the Royal Goats, and the King's Royal Rifle Corps, joined by Spanish elites. We see them both rallying about the same number here. As we started the stream pretty like close to the start of the battle though, so you don't need to wait that long for the start. Okay, so it's just in a few minutes. We'll see the cap hit 127 and we'll see the battle start. So, as Alejandro said, we have new tech, new systems, new everything. Everything is new here. And the map as well. It just looks amazing here. Here's just a few showcases of the landmarks in this amazing map. Although it's small, it's a beauty. Later on as well, we'll be interviewing Gory himself and Rule as well as all the developers that made this map.
It's going to be very interesting today to see how these two teams with this new tech take on their challenge against one another. Now, yesterday we had a very interesting test where for the first time we actually had armies fielded to fight against each other. And so today we're going to see, does this change how the line commanders not only perform, but do they adapt? And if so, how will they do so, right?
Yeah, of course, that's a big factor in here as well. We'll see new tactics as well with this routing system. It's much like NTW, you know. Napoleonic Total War, where like a line routes if it's low on manpower and it's getting fired out a lot. So it's basically that kind of system. And yeah, we also have like flags. They always keep spawns as well. Unless you get broken, then you don't have spawns. Yeah, I'm just gonna showcase a few parts of the map as well, and we're just gonna wait for the start of the battle. Is this Gory? I think this is Gory, yeah.
We can also talk furthermore about the new tech system. There's multiple changes, not only in the way of playing, but a way of looking. So pretty much, to start, there's a quality of life. There's a various changes to the tech are being made for quality of life. For example, more effective chants less often. Chen morale is tedious, and newcomers to genre have complained. Chen morale will become fully effective at any time remaining. People will receive barely any new Chen morale if you already had a lot. but you will receive a lot of chance morale if you had none. Basically, it's gonna change with the number of morale you have, and that's gonna help a lot for lines that has no morale already. There's now a chant indicator. Whenever line commander is chanting, you can see the entire line all chanting at the same time. You can also see who is not chanting. Can be helpful for the line commanders. There's also gonna be a correct aim. The aiming animation was kind of inaccurate, which led to the people having to aim in the corner left to actually hit their shots. It has been corrected. Now it should be centered, and we'll see how it goes for most people to adapt to that new change. Company morale is pretty much average, and you can also now see in the UI and the morale, health, and company strength on the bottom left of your screen. If you wanna check it out.
Yeah, let me just join company here. We'll join this King's Roll Rifle Corps here. So you see bottom left, we have health, morale, and company strength here. 150. I don't know really how that works though. We still haven't tested it out. Hopefully we'll see. But yeah.
More of the game changed. Now, also the units now are visible on the map at all times. So basically, you can now see your allied line whenever they are. There's a little icon with a logo if it's a infantry line or a cannon line. It shows a little icon on top of it with the flag of the company. So pretty much it will kind of look like NTW for some of you that know. Now talking about also the enemy line is now shown also when you're close to them. Their icon also shows when you get closer to them. There's a green bar that shows the strength of the line. Basically reduces when the strength is getting lost and whatsoever. Now, more of the game changes. The strength is obviously a big change of the game, which is gonna change the entire way of playing the tech for the line commanders. There's now a strength system. Basically, how it works is a company have original amount of strength depending on the number of the company. If a company has a lot of number, it's obviously gonna have a lot of strength. The way of losing strength is basically the closer you are to the enemy, the more you're gonna lose strength. You wanna also win your firefight or charges, and it's gonna reduce greatly the enemy's strength. A company can now root, and how it root is basically it loses all its strength, and for 30 seconds they don't have any more spawns. They also make the enemy win tickets if they break, and they also have to back off quickly, otherwise they'll lose their flag if there's still enemy in their zone. They don't have any spawns available for 30 seconds, and they have to be far away from enemy to gain spawns. If not in 30 seconds, their line is gone. It also changes how point system will be, since now the line are gonna be able to break, meaning a lot of point is not only gonna rely on flag caps but also on breaking lines. So there's no more running away all the time, which is gonna change pretty much how the game works. We'll see more maneuvering, more encirclement, and vice versa, which is gonna be good to see. Charges are more also guided to not only win the charges, but not always look for the flag. Flag caps are more interesting now because the flag job is no more to sell the flag when the music is copyrighted. We got a problem here.
I don't know if it is. I'm just asking. Maybe it is.
I hope it's not. But anyway. The companies now also have to more focus on their flag, because the distance of the flag with the enemy line varies the amount of strength they lose or win. The more far a line is from an enemy line, the more strength they're gonna get. If they're too close and they're winning firefights, they're gonna make the enemy break very easily. The more close you are, the more easily it's gonna make them break. It's gonna change most likely the entire genre and the way of playing this game, and that's what we're gonna look today with this new test battle. Hopefully, we're gonna have a good glance on how it would work with big armies, because yesterday 105E and 15E fought on a 1v1, tested out the new tech. It worked very good. It was very interesting to watch. But now we'll see this same test but on a larger scale, and let's hopefully have good moments.
Yeah, as we see here, we have the French lining up to take arms against the British here. British on the other
British are
side.
also taking
Yeah.
position. Yeah.
Okay. They're practicing a bit still, but we'll see them line up in a few seconds here.
It's gonna be an interesting battle.
Very interesting.
I like the graphics of this map very much.
It's a beautiful map.
Beautiful map indeed. It's very sad that this will be used as a test map, but we never know. It might be used also for battles. And if you didn't notice already, the map is a perfect mirror, meaning both sides are actually equal. Both cities are just exact replicas, but on both sides, meaning the battle is perfectly balanced, which doesn't leave any unperfect way and cover that someone could have if there was in their spawns. So pretty much it's gonna be interesting to see bridge, because there's now a big bridge in the middle of the map. We've seen some interesting charges in the test battle yesterday. Hopefully we'll may be able to see another bridge charge. That would be interesting to see. There's also many changes in the way of firing. More people are able to hit their shots, some not anymore, and obviously accuracy have been very changed now. It's supposed to be really easy to fire at someone. It's gonna be interesting to see. There's probably gotta be a lot of lines breaking since this is a new tech. People have to adapt. We'll see how the main line commanders will act and do in this new battle.
All right, we should be beginning shortly here.
Yeah. Also, as well, we could possibly be seeing another like artillery here in this map as well. So it'll be pretty cool in this map. You see the riverside and everything.
Exactly.
But not now, because we have only lines now. Also, one more thing. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm gonna do some Q&A.
There will be a delay, of course, because of the amount of time that we're streaming. Information takes about 20 seconds to 30 seconds for us to actually comment on it, so just keep that in mind.
Do you know how
And
big the
also
map
stays-
is? I don't know how big. Like, does anybody know? It's a pretty
Oh.
small map. It's not like the other map.
Yeah, it's not. It's gonna be quite more of a really centered battle. It's not gonna be no more running. It's very, it's a medium map if you call it like that. It's a medium map. It's pretty big, perfect I think for 4v4s. Gonna be interesting. Obviously, a lot of terrain, a lot of mountainous parts and villages. It's gonna be interesting. And yeah. And also, guys, be stunned because after the battle, we'll get an exclusive interview with Gory and Rulicy and other developers of the game. We'll be able to ask them questions about the new tech and also ask the line commanders how they thought of the new tech and their feelings about it.
This broadcast brought to you by, once again, Napoleonic Wars News. I'm here with myself, Lord Deft Reaper, being the producer. We have Alejandro here, who's going to be running color commentary, and we also have here Mete, who's going to be handling a lot of the main commentary. The
Yeah,
battle
yep,
will
yep,
now
yep.
begin.
Army of Iberia versus Army de Catalonia. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but magnificent battle either way. The British on the one side, we have the Black Watch. Yeah, the Black Watch. They're very, you know, how should I say, very cool
Can
unit
already
here with
see
the
the-
uniforms, with the
We can
skirts
already
as
see
well.
the French army separating. We can see Irish and 21E, if I'm not wrong, going for the bridge. We have another line, Eisenberg, going in the middle and across the small bridge, wooden bridge. And there's two lines on the far right, RGN and
And I think that is
that
another
is 60.
yeah, 60.
Yeah, that's 60.
So they're pretty spread out, and Gory is here as well to field command, the Emperor, Napoleon himself. We have the British spreading as well. We have 42nd taking, no, actually 23rd. The Royal Goats taking the bridge, holding from the French, and then we have two lines in the middle actually pushing this one Eisenberg line.
The first shots are fired by Eisenberg in the middle.
Yeah, and we have lining up on every side. On the left, we have Spanish elites and 50th, the Queen Zone, crossing the river and just lining up to shoot at this RGN line. Both of them shooting at the same line. And we have 60th King's Royal Rifle Corps is crossing as well, but they're being pushed back. Also, I think this green thing above the flag shows how much strength they have.
You can also see already 21E using the terrain as its advantage, sniping the 42nd and pushing them back.
We really see one line here in the middle of the household guard going in, lining up here in front of the river, facing this other 21E line. A few French have crossed the river, but they're going to pull back now as the King's Royal Rifle Corps is starting to shoot at them. They're getting...
It seems the right side of the French lines are getting pushed back, being outnumbered.
The left
60
side...
rifles are sniping the 6E line. It is getting shredded right now.
I don't see it. I don't see... Wait. Oh, this is a 6v5. Oh, yeah. This is a 6v5, so... Basically, this one line in the middle is getting 6C, is getting 2v1. He's gotta pull back. Yeah, but we see the British crossing the river and just dominating the 6C line. RGN falling back as well to the Spanish elites. We see here the whole right flank of the French is being pulled back. Eisenberg in the middle holding. We have two lines. I don't know if this is a smart idea by Napoleon, but two lines in the garrison here, just holding, just shooting against this one line of British.
Oh, we haven't realized, but the French lines are actually unlined.
Yeah,
The rights.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, we have the whole right of the French flank is just falling apart here. The 60th are just pushing back 60 here. Maybe we could see a breaking here. Maybe no, not yet. It's just a whole. Yeah. We see a flank mover here by the French. Although the British see it, then they have to pull back here.
Oh,
Are
we
the British
see
gonna-
42nd pushing
yep.
Eisenberg. Maybe we'll go for the encirclement. 60 rifles are facing the Eisenberg line. Eisenberg doesn't seem to realize that they're encircled.
Household guard is even crossing as well. 42nd is pulling back. We see 60 is charging now. They're being pushed back now by Eisenberg.
Eisenberg is attempting to charge.
And 60th and Eisenberg are just in a heavy melee fighting here. No one's gonna lose their flag though, because they all have spawns, they all have almost full morale. I mean, strength.
Oh, we already
Oh,
see
yep.
two lines already losing a lot of strength in middle. We see 60 and
And that is Eisenberg, almost at half. Damn, now we have 40-second
Ay, ay, ay.
reinforcing.
we got two lines in
Oh,
middle.
oh,
already,
in the middle, in the
mid.
60. They have almost low strength Milan. Look at their strength. The whole middle is just collapsing for the French, and the right flank for the French is holding against Spanish elites.
This definitely showcases how during battles we will have more of a strength-based combat here, where your entire flanks can just collapse entirely just based on you having obviously a stronger line, but not just that, but like if you look at it here, it looks almost like 3 lines here are encircling this French line in the middle. And this other line on the left here is just broken off almost.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Reaper, but it seems the middle is being broke. Heisenberg is being pushed, already in middle strength.
The Black Watch is being
60.
the Black Watch is holding 2 regiments here, combined with the 68th Help and the Household Guard, pushing them back, almost losing. Eisenberg is almost losing their strength. Look at them. They're falling, they're falling.
We can also see Irish being pushed back of the bridge by 33rd. It seems that the 23rd. Irish broke them.
We see Eisenberg broken here. Look at them running.
Oh, they got broken.
Yep,
Eisenberg got already broken.
They recovered though.
They recovered, yeah. Just in time
Let's
to
see if they
help.
can turn this around here.
60
Ooh,
they
60
have
is
low
on the
morale.
verge of breaking.
Strength. Yep. They're being fired at by 2 lines. Their strength will go down fast here, unless they do something here real quick.
Ooh, 60 and Eisenberg double volleying the line in the middle. Will that be effective? Let's see. Eisenberg pulling, leaving 60 being double volleyed by the line. We now see 21E using their eagle, their beautiful eagle.
23rd is
Slightly
pushing across the
using-
bridge on the right, on the left flank of the French, pushing against the Irish here. We could see the whole French army collapse here, because they're being pushed back to their spawn, and their spawn has a border, you know.
We also have RGN pushing back the Spanish line on the far right. It seems that RGN is making break push. Maybe he will be able to go around the British army.
No,
Flank.
we have 50th in reinforcing against the RGN here. They might. We have 6C also following up 50th as well. They are slowly regaining their morale. I mean strength. I always get those two mixed up. We have Eisenberg in the middle again, pulling back, getting double charged here.
Ooh, Eisenberg's flag is in danger.
Eisenberg.
They haven't break their line yet, so we might see for the first time happening a line being overrun.
But not just that, but we've also been seeing worries about flags potentially no longer being a thing that can be captured because of this whole break system, but this might just show an example that it's very much still possible to do so.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have been broken. They have 0 morale now, I think, and they can respawn. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. If they get one flag snipe here, I think they're done. But look at the 60th and the 42nd are both like in their spawn, in the French spawn, and they both have low strength. You know, that could be. We have Household Guard holding the 21E here. We see.
Seems that Eisenberg is in a very bad position. Still have their enemy in the back.
60th coming off to go push 21E here on the flank. Then we have Eisenberg. Their flag is.
Flag got dropped.
Yeah.
Oh.
Orpia's got the
You think we're gonna
flag.
see a flag capture here?
Orpia's got the flag. I think they're gonna recover before they get capped.
Ooh, maybe not. Ooh,
Maybe
we
not.
cannot. They might also break. 42nd seems to have a very low strength. If Irish manage to pull back to them and save
Yeah,
them,
I mean, it's
they
42nd
might
can really break here as well.
yeah, 42nd is in the verge of breaking. Does Irish will see this? It doesn't seem like it. Irish seems to just abandon their teammate.
Now they see it,
they've
but it's
seen
too
it,
late.
they've seen
It's too late. The flag has been captured.
Oh, it's too late, and Oh, they
There we
broke.
go. They broke as well.
They
Oh.
managed to.
How has that happened? We have a 2v1 here in the middle. Oh my god, are we gonna see a not broken flag captured here? Yeah, we see a not
Oh
broken flag
yes,
capture.
we see. Eisenberg seems to have been overrun.
Yeah, but the 6C
Right, for a
line.
second.
No, yeah, the 21E line actually. They have been overrun. But look at the rush here and their spawn. They're kinda in a bad situation here. 60th and Household Guard.
Ooh, the line in the middle seems to be breaking.
Oh, we have the King
Oh,
Zone broken. 50th broken by the low strength as well here. They have low strength as well, the 6C line.
Dixie seems to know that they will surely die if they continue pushing. Got a very good call, and they start pulling.
We see
Eisenberg with
Household
the rush line pushing the 60 rifles. Seems like they're actually in a bad position.
42nd
right now.
is on their flank as well, and we see here the 23rd also coming out from nowhere, trying to insult, trying to just hammer the back of this French. We see Irish facing the 42nd. I think the 42nd have an advantage here. We'll see who comes out on top. I think the British are just pulling now. They have forced a general retreat, the French. Spanish elites are kind of falling behind though. They are not pulling back with the rest of the army, although they will now.
Obviously, the French are already at a big disadvantage with only 5 lines instead of 6. It's kind of hard for them to keep up.
50th is kind of in danger here, but they have full strength.
Oh,
I don't-
21E charging straight with a rush line. It seems they have almost lost their flag. Just
Yeah,
being overrun
almost.
while having rush.
Yeah, but the
That was a very
60th,
good
the
call.
60th have low strength here. They can be pushed easily here
Oh,
by the.
60s could be encircled by the 6th regiment. Oh, they volley instead. They might break them. 60 decides to pulling the safe game.
Does the volleys and the fire will have any impact, like, on the strength? Does the volleys do more
So-
strength damage or something?
So basically, chance no longer affects very much a line that it used to. So volleys might have to play a better role now. It might also change the strength.
Yeah,
that's
we
obviously
will ask
all-
Gory about that, about the volley thing impacting the strength here.
Yes.
Reaper, do you have any comments on this? Because we see a lot of melee fighting as well.
I just keep looking at this map. No, but honestly, this battle it really can showcase just how different commanders are gonna have to think later, right? Like we almost saw, you know, for the first time in this tech, we saw a flag cap earlier, and now we are witnessing, you know, how these guys can adapt really. As a line commander, right? Myself, Alejandro, yourself, you know, like we got to think about what our next moves are going to be and how we're going to have to adapt to this, because lines breaking even in charges, which used to be a much bigger thing previously, that might change, because
Yeah.
last night we saw 2 lines charging and then they both broke. So how will that play in to the future of the tech? And I'm
Oh,
really excited to see this.
Argent seems to be pushed inwards. It seems the
Spanish
Spanish are actually
elites.
winning over IGN. 60 is being pushed as well as having no strength. Spain is going for the encirclement. We
France
also
is
see Irish winning on the
65.
far left. We see also Irish winning on the far left by 42nd being
No,
almost. Oh, and they
42nd,
just broke.
Irish broke. 42nd are chasing them though.
It seems that 42nd has been doing a better job. Ooh, and Irish gains his strength back. Just after being broken, 42nd has to pull, only having the half of his strength.
We see in the middle, Household Guard is doing a push with this low strength though.
Ooh,
That
21st
could
having
be-
their flag sold. That might be a tough blow to the French side. And they
France
lost their
is
flag
almost
to 6.
completely like done. Like look at their company strengths.
Yes, they're obviously in a very bad position.
Oh, the whole army is rotting. Oh no. Wait,
Oh, 60.
What a divisive play by the British. Well done today. They really brought it all game.
does the breaking of other units, your teammates, affect your strength as well?
I don't believe it does. I
Yeah,
think
that
it's
should
just
be
on an
implemented
individual
though.
basis.
That should be implemented because it sounds cool, you know. So if you see like allies breaking in the field, you should like feel some sort of fear.
It would probably create some tensions between line commanders, though.
Yeah, I mean that could be like a whole new different thing for team play, you know. We could
Obviously.
ask Gory as well for that. Note that down, man.
It really almost feels like France is still playing with the old tech in mind. It really seems like the British have adapted their line commanders either through explaining more or I don't know. It just seems like one side really brought more than the other to this battle.
Oh,
I mean, it's
we
not
see-
only for the French side. You can also see the British using some old tactics that may be already obsolete with this new tech. You can see also the flag throwing themselves in when charging. That might also cause a lot of strength loss, and that's why we can also see both company breaking when charging. Obviously, with the new system, the flag being closer to the enemy line makes that you lose a lot of more strength, and maybe that
Also the-
causes both lines to break.
the household is being pushed back. They almost lost their flag here. Their strength is down. They're being pushed by a rush line here, namely 21E actually.
Oh, Eisenberg going for the help, the aid of
Yeah, but
60?
50th has full strength. I don't think they're gonna.
They might. Their flag is in danger though, but Eisenberg is going to be encircled
Yep,
by.
the Eisenberg fall back, and then we have 23rd matching them as well. We have 21E actually being some sort of like pushing their flanks, and then we have Gory commanding them, Napoleon commanding them where to stand and where to actually how to do a flank properly, how to do a flank charge. I think they're trying to flank charge the 23rd here to the right. Holding off the household guard for now. We see 50 at the Queen Zone actually pulling back and going somewhere else. I think they're going to face 21E here as well. Yep. Spanish elites are doing their own thing versus RGN. We have 60th
We-
holding in the middle.
We got
23rd
also
and
Irish on
Eisenberg
the-
are kind of in the melee here. That's gonna we have 50th supporting as well, and Eisenberg getting pushed back. Eisenberg is dangerous situation here, but they still have spawns. They still have strength. 42nd and Irish are evenly matched. 42nd is doing a bit more, I think, depending on the morale. We have
Eisenberg
21E
being
trying
pushed.
to flank the 23rd here in the middle. 23rd have low strength here. I don't think they'll be out 23rd. Ooh, this could be a huge move by the French. 50th
But it's
have
quite
saved the
dangerous, isn't it?
23rd. 50th with the move of the day. Save of the day, man. 23rds have still low strength though. They should probably just pull back and recover their strength. We have household guard charging in, but unsuccessfully. In the Eisenberg, I think they're just trying to deal strength damage here at this point. What could we see? What we could see in the future is small lines absolutely just destroying bigger lines by just having the better strength in this time. But we see household
we
guard
see-
being capped here. Oh no, what has
21
happened?
collapsing on them. Huge blow to the BA side.
They still haven't broken. Now they're broken.
Oh,
But
and,
BA saved them. BA, nice, good job, BA. BA
Eisenberg
saved
also
their broken
broke.
allies. We also have 21E almost to the breaking point here. They're gonna rout any moment now. Ooh,
Flag is in
that
big
is
danger.
close. That is
One-
close. We have
21
60th in the
with a
middle
very
and
low amount of strength. They should pull back.
yeah,
they don't seem to
60th and as well a 60 in the middle. I have pretty much faced the entire game like this, and they have similar amounts of strength. But the British are winning as well. Spanish are being pushed back by Argent. In the middle, there's another charge by the household guard in the middle as well. They have regained their morale and now charging 21E with zero strength. They're forced to pull back. Eisenberg on their flank as well, trying to protect their allies. Household guard just keep pushing,
Oh, 60 being pushed back, having no
21E
strength, maybe will
almost-
break.
21E almost loses. Almost. I mean, they have so low strength, man. I don't. Reaper, how do you even lose strength, by the way? Is it just by shooting? Or
You shoot enemies.
It's just over time. You shoot your enemy. You kill them. It's just over time, right? It's the same way the tickets would work. Whenever you kill them, you also you lose some strength.
21E has been broken by the Household Guard, and they are retreating. 42nd are retreating as well by the Irish here. But 21E is still broken. They're going back to their spawn. I don't think there's enough room for them to escape here. The border is right here. Oh, they have regained their morale now. The strength, I mean. Eisenberg on their flanked as well.
This could be interesting because they can get pinched.
Gory is changing some variables as well. Maybe testing out some new stuff.
There is 3 lines here chasing down these 2 French lines.
On which flank? On the left. Of the left British flank. We see the 50th absolutely destroying this line here. 6C. They're being fired at by 3 lines here. By 2, I mean. 60th and 50th here. With both full strength against this one depleted 6C line. This is just amazing, this sort of tech. It's just... I mean, with this new tech, I don't like how they can get really close, like really close without losing their spawns. Like, look at this distance here. That's a bit of a...
In reality, it actually makes them lose spawns a lot quicker if you actually think about it. The more close they are, the most strength they lose. So it's actually not very good tactic to stay very close to them.
The French are about to be putting an L here.
60 has been pushed out of the middle.
23rd has been pushed as well.
Circle.
But they have strength, they'll recover. Now the 50th are going for a flank on Eisenberg. Household Guard are falling back by 21E, being pushed back. And we have 23rd forming up as well. Eisenberg, they have 50th on their flank forming up and just shooting at them. 50th advancing on their flank. Eisenberg are oblivious. Now they realize it, but it's too late. Or is it? 50th just forming in their face and shooting. I think it's the best strategy to deplete them from strength. But Eisenberg gonna get away. We have a Household Guard pushing back 21E. I think we're gonna see both flags here broken. Unless Household Guard somehow breaks.
The French are about to rout.
Yes.
They're about to rout 21E and Eisenberg as well in the
This
middle.
might be another army-wide rout.
6C broken as well in the middle.
This might actually be a army wipe.
Spanish elites breaking RGN as well. Oh my god, everyone's breaking now. Oh
the
no.
French allies are breaking, and the only survivors are Irish fighting alone.
This is seeing. this is like controlling your army into W, playing against fucking.
Oh no, they got back. They're back. They're not routing anymore. But the 2 in the middle there are. Yeah.
Yeah, RGN is rotting as well here.
They might also lose their flag.
Oh, everyone's getting broken.
An Irish got overrun.
What? 42nd losing their flag to Irish.
No, I mean 42nd lost.
Yeah, 42nd lost their flag to the Irish. Look at them, the Irish.
Irish is gonna go back and.
And we have RGN breaking again. Again, they have been broken by the Spanish. They're in their spawn right now. This could be dangerous. 50th facing the Irish, facing their flank. Meanwhile, the whole entire British army chasing this broken flags. I mean, actually not. It's just Household Guard and the 23rd. They're broken though. They can recover whilst enemies are still here. So they're just gonna run and try and get help from Irish, which are, at the moment aren't moving.
I think we're gonna see another flag here get taken.
Maybe two. Maybe two. We'll
It's gonna be curious because Irish is in a position where they could actually.
Spanish elites are broken though. Spanish elites are kind of. They have low amounts of strength here. They could be broken by the RGN. We see one flag cap on the right. There we go. Finally, the British have captured a flag here. And we see 21E flag as well being just running for their lives, and yep, they lost the flag as well. Household Guard is like to the breaking point though. I don't know if they will break as well. They broke. They broke. I don't know by what they broke, but they broke. I don't know how that works. Oh, the 50th are being pushed by both sides here. The 50th are going to lose their flag here. Oh, the 50th lost their flag.
has been overrun.
50th lost their flag in the middle. Walls having full strength.
Spain is getting pushed back along with the 60 rifles, man. On the far right.
We could see an
In
over
the
like
middle.
we could see like
Ooh,
a whole turn of this situation here. The British have captured 2 flags, but meanwhile the French have captured 1 and almost going to capture another. They have routed the Spanish.
The British are up by 2,000, so it's possible, very much possible.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it
there's
needs
9
to,
minutes left.
Yeah, but the British need to like do something very, very bad. The Spanish have no spawns, so they're broken. Oh no, they have been flag sniped.
Eisenberg is gonna go to their aids. Seems like
They're fine. Or are they? Maybe.
Irish facing 42nd again.
Okay, they have been brought back by the BA. This is gonna go back to the starting point, I guess, on the riverside, just shooting at each other. We have Household Guard in their almost in their spawn, facing against the 21E here. 23rd from a distance, just shooting at this Irish line, which has been the best out of every line the French have right now. We could see here the points of all the units. We have a new font as well.
Seems like everyone really got themselves stable here.
Yep.
Back to the starting positions, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So there might be a flank maneuver here on the river.
Yeah, on the 50th they're pushing through the river. Eisenberg smartly falling back.
They decided not to cross the river.
Household Guard being pushed back a bit. Is this rule? Yep, this is rule. Vicosis and Benno, the 3 field marshals on this field. This field commanding the whole BA here. And they have been doing a really good job. Napoleon outmatched. The Guard Imperial is not here to save Napoleon.
Ooh, Argent is going to maybe collapse on the 60 rifle.
Eisenberg
being double team in the middle.
Yeah, Eisenberg are being double team. 21E pushing back Household. We see 23rd pulling back.
Not only pushing them back, but also encircling them, making them
yeah, we
have
see
no access
23rd and
Great.
Household Guard being kinda encircled. They still have a
They
way.
don't have any more escape points. Seems like our 21E might have a double flag caps here. If Argent pushes them and encircle them, there might be 2 flag lost for the BA side.
In the middle, in the village here, on the French side, we have 50 outflanking Eisenberg here. Eisenberg are oblivious to this as well, but they figured it out. 50 are just forming and shooting. We have this, what was it? The 42nd line being in the middle. I got used to them being on this flank. They can outflanking this line. Oh my god, we could see a whole encirclement on the left of British Army's side. Oh no, the Spanish elites are as well crossing. This could be a whole encirclement here. On every side, there's British on every side, man.
Ooh, and on the left side of the French, on the bridge, they seem to be capping another flag. They have overrun a company, a British company. The other one is currently running away for their lives.
Oh yeah, they have captured the flag. The 23rd flag has been captured. 50th and 42nd are just absolutely pushing this Eisenberg line.
But it doesn't seem
Oh
to
no, the 40
right side.
Oh no, the 42nd are about to be
The
capped here.
60
Maybe.
is getting encircled completely. They're trying to survive on their last stand by breaking.
Yeah, the 6C.
But they have no one on the flag. They're about to lose their flag.
They
Argent is
lost their
coming back
flag,
for
yep.
the help. Argent comes back to help their ally.
Eisenberg
the same thing,
try-
but they might all break at the same time. Oh, massive blow for 6C,
what
about to
happened?
lose their strength. And they lost.
The
They
6C
broke-
has been broken, but they still have their flag, which is kind of surprising.
You have
the
to
flag
wonder
is
if
still alive.
you have to wonder if the French are going to be disappointed by this performance or not, or if this is really just all intended to be testing. You know, will the line leaders really give themselves more of a heartache than they really should, or will they understand that this is really just a test, and that you know, no one really understands how the tech necessarily works from a line commander perspective at this point. You know, we're probably going to see later on, once we go through the footage again and start analyzing it more, whether or not these lines can really adapt, and if people adapt it at any time here, because that's really what I'm looking for.
We already see 6C and RGN have been broke, came back into actions. Eisenberg is on the verge of breaking though. Facing the 42nd, they facing tough opponents. What will Eisenberg do? It seems like 21E is actually encircling the BA army on the far right.
Oh, on the far right, on the British far right, the Irish have been pushed back on the bridge.
Big
By the-
double team, they are no match to the British.
The 50th and 20, oh my god, if 21E somehow like break this 50th line, they could encircle the entire army of the British. The 42nd are definitely in a bad position here.
Oh, a beautiful play for RGN. RGN is almost breaking the Spanish line. The BA army is sweating right now. They're being encircled by
I mean,
21E.
every side,
21E
yeah.
pushing.
Ooh, on
I
every
think
side.
They're being
Eisenberg-
pushed into the middle.
I think Eisenberg not responding quick enough is really going to harm the French here.
Yeah, we
Oh
see.
yes, we see 6C being struggling, and because of Eisenberg not pushing enough. The BA
Yeah, and-
army seems to be encircled completely. The three lines in the middle.
Oh, RGN as well
No
on their
escape,
flank.
RGN
Oh
is-
no.
Oh, massive blow for the British army. They might be overrun as well. Not only broken, but overrun.
Oh no.
Eisenberg.
Only the
Irish-
60th, I think they're
oh,
gonna
they might
escape.
be saved. The
They might
RGN seems to be-
escape.
Oh,
They might get out
They
of it.
all escaped, but with low strength though.
The French
they
couldn't
they
pull
might
off.
lose.
And they broke a 21E line. Oh, my god.
21
What a,
have
Oh.
broken. Oh, what a
Wow.
massive save.
Wow.
RGN not being able to pursue even though they had full strength. Scared of the
They had
Spanish
them
lines.
completely wrapped, and they could not even pull that off.
Exactly. Ooh.
That's astonishing to me.
The BA surviving this this crazy encirclement was a
this is
total-
like seeing, you know, I would compare this in in history, but like, you know, when Marshal Ney was marching with his 500 men across the winter fields of Russia, and somehow escaping the Russians. This is basically seeing that, but in Spain.
It seems like Harris on the far left of the French side is actually surviving somewhat, even though with a very low amount of strength. They're
Yeah,
able
look at the
to-
right. The Irish are definitely
Oh,
playing
Irish
this good.
seems to be losing a lot of.
Yeah,
their
but
flag
they're
is
playing
about
their
to be
good.
overrun.
They're playing
Or
good
is it?
because they're just falling back to both British lines. Meanwhile, the French are doing some kind of encirclements that didn't work out on the right.
It's very sad to see Irish being farmed by the BA side, but BA on the far left, on their far left, is kind of actually winning. It's surprisingly they escaped a massive encirclement that could lead to lose a.
60th is doing an amazing job this whole battle. I see them on their flanks always. Meanwhile, the French are just sitting there. It's like a phony war for them.
Oh, Irish seems to be on the verge of breaking. Will this affect their entire line? The French side seems to be
Oh
completely
no, we
encircled.
could
Only
we could see
1
another
minute left,
encirclement
maybe-
here. Well, yeah,
Oh, man,
I don't
only
think they
1
have
minute
time
left.
for that.
They might not have enough time for them though. This could have been massive if there was only a little bit more time. It seems.
Yeah, but it
Like
seems
totally not
BA
good.
have got this in the back.
We already see who's gonna be winner of this. The BA have been showing great performance, encircling
this
the
new
enemy,
attack, yeah.
executing them, overrunning some lines. Very interesting battle. honestly.
Yeah, we see also BA using the tactic of 3 field commanders actually on the field.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, yeah, we're just gonna see the end of this battle. The Irish have been broken in the last 20 seconds. That's a big...
Honestly,
No.
a lot of emotions. Just looking at this, it's very impressive to see how far the genre just changed with just a simple.
The 21E have broken in the last second. Oh no, it
Ooh,
just increases
Irish
the
and
point
21E
difference.
broke. Now having the strength fully back, seems like the final charge is not started for Irish, who is still broken. They don't seem to have spawns. Oh,
Yeah,
might this be a new change of the genre? They don't seem to have spawns even though the final charge is set. Might they be able to lose a flag?
I don't know. That's good. What is?
seems
They
that-
lost the
Oh,
flag. Oh, the last
21
second.
actually have been overrun
Yeah, but I don't think the
during
points.
the final charge.
The points
It-
don't count though.
I don't know. It's very surprising. Very interesting. Very interesting. Seems like there's not. gonna be
Irish have been
more-
overrun as well.
It seems like we're not gonna be able to tell the flag at the end anymore. Very interesting battle.
Yeah, we see all the points here. The cool havers are that basically the
What
household
a
guard.
stunning victory for the British today.
Yeah, the household guard with top frag. I don't know where they went though. Where did they go? Oh, they're all right here. Okay, we see on the leaderboard here the household guard with the most points, 3k, 3.2k. On the French side,
3,261,
on the French
and
side,
also
we have
3,000 from the 60 rifles.
yeah, we have 21E on the French side doing the top fragging. The Irish are right in behind them. I think the Irish did a good job here, by the French side. Well, we have both Household Guard and 68 are breaking the 3,000 point mark. Yeah, it's just a fun battle here, but it seems like the British have won decisively.
Alright, so stand by here and we will be having an interview with the developers of Napoleonic Wars.
Yeah,
That'll be conducted by myself. If you are just tuning in, this production is being done by Napoleonic Wars News. But wow, what a battle. What do you guys think?
I thought the last battle I was streaming, the artillery battle, was the best fun I ever had live streaming a battle, but this just is another thing. It's just a whole new different style, a whole new different change of the genre we've been waiting for such a long time. We're gonna also see Gory and Rule as well with other NW developers doing an interview here, just answering some.
A line broke while in the line here.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's definitely gonna have to be addressed.
Yeah, I mean, how could you break, man? It's just...
It seems like the game hasn't registered yet that.
Yeah, they're breaking. Everyone is breaking now. Oh my god. Everyone is breaking. Oh no.
That's funny.
Everyone broke.
I think a variable was forgotten in there. Can company
Yeah,
break equals false? I think that's gonna have to be addressed there. That's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
only the 40 seconds stand tall. Everyone else broke.
It's very interesting to see this new tech. As you may have seen, the game varies a lot now. It changed a lot. Seems to be now a different, totally different game as we see now. It's gonna be very interesting in the future to see the many changes. When the artillery is gonna be officially released, how will this work with the new tech? That's what we're gonna see in the future, and let's hopefully um imagine it as it was today, a beautiful tech, and hopefully it will be amazing to test.
Spread the word, guys. We will be having developers coming on stream soon.
There's
So,
Gory here,
you know, people
and
that
then we have
want
Rule.
to watch and get involved with it, you know, make sure they know.
Well, don't mind. Do you want to ping Reaper for the interview?
Yep, yeah, no, I'm sure he's addressing everyone right now, so
Yeah,
once he's
the-
finished with that.
yeah. Just tell everyone once his tell let me just
Is it muted now?
it's unmuted. Yeah.
Good.
Man, it was a very amazing thing to watch. Not gonna lie. Holy shit! New tech is very exciting. Seeing the line broke, clutch and stuff like that. It's actually like brings back the emotion of excitement I was waiting for. It seems like breaking and stuff can be very troublesome, but also at the same time very entertaining. Hopefully, it's gonna continue like that. Being very interesting to see in the future, and yeah.
I didn't Benno. We're just waiting for here from them to come. Just be patient for a minute. We'll
So
see
what,
them
what
ending.
do you guys think was the keys to victory today?
Obviously, maneuvering. It was very interesting to watch.
Well,
This is business.
Hello.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome
it's
Mr.
very
Gory
muted.
and Rulsey here to our live stream.
Are you muted?
This is a minor setback. We will fix this country. Spain will be liberated from its corrupt king.
Yeah, we'll talk on St. Helen,
I mean,
buddy.
we executed Herman Wisman for his failures. Just now.
Somebody will be executed for this loss tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Yeah.
Very understandable.
Bye-bye,
we will live
Orpheus.
stream that execution.
Not me.
Bye-bye.
We will live
Anyway, yeah,
stream
that was a. We got our asses handed to us. I'm sorry, guys, we did, but it was still a lot of fun. Good game.
It was a lot of fun, indeed.
It was fun to watch as well. It's amazing to see in every sort of like scenario here. Everyone's breaking now. Everyone's falling back. Now everyone's pushing. Now everyone's. It was just a roller coaster, and it was very fun. It was very fun to stream and commentate on it.
Yeah, it's certainly
was-
overwhelming. For
I wasn't
commanders.
field oh, my bad.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't field commanding because I would never lose, but you know, it was very fun to watch the field commands. I totally didn't.
Yeah, Royal had no part in this defeat. He would
Neither did
never
Gory, you
be
know, we-
responsible. No, we had nothing to do with this. Like I said, the guy responsible will be executed tomorrow.
Live stream tomorrow at 8.
Oh yeah, this was all me, by the way.
Oh,
Well,
So,
where's
gentlemen, how do
Benno?
you think today of the outcome?
well, yeah, like you said, it was very chaotic, right? And I just want to remind people that this is half me molding as well, but down a line, that's gonna happen, you know. So like the constant shifting and changing was due to BA fielding more lines, and to their credit, they used that really well to their advantage.
We did notice that. We commented a lot on that and the effects of that as well.
Yeah, what I tried to do at the end, you might have saw me rig the game there at 17 minutes to try and turn the tide. But there is a trade-off to, you know, do you want more lines that are bigger, or do you want less lines, or more lines, sorry, that are smaller, right? There's a trade-off to having lots of big lines and lots of well, a few big lines and lots of small lines, right?
And is that intentional on your part?
Yeah, so like really in the business we like to think that like 20, 25 or 30 is a good size for a company. And we're really thinking about trying to make it 30 because we think that, we need to make sure that the veteran officers among us can, have the chance to sorry, let me definitely second. There you go, sorry. TeamSpeak. But yeah, we're trying to look for 25 or 30 is the optimal size for a company.
Blue.
I don't know.
And so, what? So with this all being here, I'm just gonna make a note that this is all obviously in development, right? Like everything is subject to change in the future.
Oh
you know,
yeah. I mean, the King's
this might
Own
not
got
even be
routed at the
final.
end there by the 6E during the presentation at the end.
I was about to ask about that. Do you think it was because they just got so afraid of each other?
I think
seeing the
so.
whites
Yeah,
of their
they saw
eyes?
the 6E volley and they were like, nope, no, I don't get paid enough for this. They went the whole battle without routing, and then that's it. They saw them at the end and they couldn't bear it. Obviously, a few bugs like that to be fixed, but I didn't get the chance to see how those sorts of things happened in battle. I think there were a couple of cases where somebody got the credit for a route that happened on the other end of the field, but
Mhm.
other than that, I didn't see anything particularly strange.
Well, that's the cool thing about these live streams too, because it gives you guys an opportunity to go back and look at, what, of course, what you're able to look at as well from the camera's perspective, but also see like, all right, this is what happened. You'll have more of an detailed information where you can just go and look instead of relying on, maybe not detailed enough information from people. So it's always good to have that on hand as well.
We'd really like that end screen thing as well, because one of the big things we've wanted to do is, after you see who's won, you get like a summary of different stats that companies achieved. Things like that would be really nice.
All right. I have a list of questions I have forwarded to Rule and to Gory. If anyone else would like these set of questions, just send me a DM real quick and I can send it to you. How about we start with the first one here? So, as a developer, how much do you think this will change everything? For anyone who would like to answer, really.
I guess I'll start. Basically, one of the things we came up with a list of 3 things really that we thought really rained on the game and made it a little bit less enjoyable. It was number 1 is 3, 2, 1 at every 5 seconds for the rest of your life, right? Somebody's gonna say 3, 2, 1 when you're in your 30s, and you're gonna have a flashback. You're gonna be like that guy from Ratatouille who snaps back to when he was 8 years old and kept being told 3, 2, 1 chant. So we want to spread those apart. So while we didn't see it today, we want to make sure that you can do chants less frequently and still get the same result, so that it's not constant monotone. Because a couple of people, Orpius told me the other day, a couple of people who are veterans of the genre from 2016 came on to play, and they were like, "Damn, I love it, but my God, could they not say 3, 2, 1 every 5 seconds?" I think there needs to be other ways of getting morale, right?
It
The
starts
other one-
really getting into your brain, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I think I speak for many people when I say that your brain knows how to cancel that out after a while. It will just zone that out. You'll hear 3, 2, 1 so much that eventually you'll forget, right? And you're constantly hearing it, and then they're like, "Why aren't you chanting?" It's like, "Oh, that's right, I forgot. You've just been saying it for the last every 5 seconds."
Yeah, someone said I already got PTSD from chanting, sir, in the chat.
Yeah, honestly, you're gonna have that moment, the Ratatouille flashback.
That's what it's become to, and we aim to change that. And I think we did. We're on the right track.
Is there any ideas from the development side on how you can really tackle that? Any thoughts that you may have had, maybe?
I mean, yeah. So we began by one of the problems with chanting is that you have to do it a lot because they're not very efficient, right? So we want to make it more efficient. So obviously we'll do that by making it a little bit easier, but also there's an indicator now. So when you chant, you get a small purple dot above your head that proves that you've chanted, right? And so people can remind others to chant and make sure that everybody's doing it properly. And hopefully, you know, if everybody does the chant properly, you'll need to do less of them.
So, with the recent 2 test battles, do you find that your work will be satisfying, and is it close to looking to what you guys are really hoping for, or is there a lot more that you'd like to see? This is for anyone
mean-
who'd like to answer.
Yeah, like the big thing, right, is not the chants, it's just the flags, right? That's number 2 on things people don't really find enjoyable. Flags being the be all and end all. You know, how many times have you been in a fight and it's just like, all right, can we get a flag snipe? Flag snipe, guys, snipe that flag, snipe that flag. Oh, it's down. Or like, oh, it's gotten away, guys. They got away. All right, reform, game over. You know, let's try again. You know, that's really, really boring, right? So I hope that this shift to a strength system will really mean that it's who's the better company, right? And that should make it far more enjoyable, I think. And it's definitely a step in the right direction. But Rule, what do you think?
Sorry, I zoned out for a bit because I read 3, 2, 1 chant in the
Yeah. Some people
So,
comment.
I think the addition of the morale chant indicator above your head is a really, really good feature. And I think it will definitely improve chanting as a whole. Initially, we also talked about buffing chant morale as a whole, but I think we eventually scrapped that idea. We
Oh,
ended
yeah,
up with what we have now.
There's an age-old debate going on there. The chant versus the volley, right?
Who's winning? We still don't know that, but we'll
You know,
see.
if you're a volley enjoyer, I've got the group on my profile. You know where to
chant
find me.
fans unite.
I am personally a volley enjoyer.
Same.
I'm a real volley enjoyer.
Yeah.
Well, it is in the right time period, isn't it?
I
So,
mean, chanting was very historical. I don't know what you're on about.
just having
all
your,
the
your
British
fellow
officers
man-
back then went like 3, 2, 1, chant every 10 seconds.
Can I also
It's fair.
ask one question I have? We saw some breaking of allies like during the battle, and I was like, I thought of maybe a new mechanic. So like breaking of allies should like affect your own strength as a line. So if you see like your allies breaking on your left, you should like in real life it's like the same thing.
Yeah,
So-
so what you mean is basically like if the line next to you breaks, you should also, you know, receive a hit.
Yeah.
I suppose to answer your question, really, I guess you kind of do, because that line can't fight anymore. You're gonna fight 2 lines, right? And I think we run the risk of like doubling that effect. You know, like you're already gonna fight another line because your ally's gone. So
Oh.
if we added that
I
thing
can
in,
see it being very hard to balance that.
Yeah, that
and
makes
yeah.
sense then.
to
Yeah,
code
makes
it.
sense.
So speaking of breaking and stuff, we're gonna talk a little bit up here about the variables. So like, what made you decide to go with this system of strengths, breaking? Like, what kind of give us like a little bit of a history here on how you came about with this?
Wait, Rule, when did I first tell you about this idea, actually?
Of strength.
Yeah, the strength idea. I think that.
I have to give it a think because I think it may have been the same idea but with a different name.
Yeah, we had a couple of different names for this. Like we called it company tickets or something, but you know, that doesn't sound as cool as strength. But the idea really came about from like, I'm gonna be real, it came about from molding, right? How many of you guys have been in a company and you just lose because flag sniped, down, you know, like that is it.
Or flag
crux
cells,
of
that's
it.
another thing.
Yeah, or like, flag, what are you doing? No, flag, no, I'm gonna kick you from the group, sort of thing, you know? So,
It used to
No.
happen a lot in the old tech too.
oh yeah, you know? Like, the real mission of this change is to combine what was good about old tech, right? The constant meleeing and the sustain, with a limit being company strength, right? So you can go ham for a certain amount of time before you gotta pull off. I think, yeah, the system, to answer your question, the system really came about from frustration at the way current things work, right? In old Waterloo, battles were really, battles relied a lot more on how you positioned yourself and the enemy and, maneuver, right? But nowadays it's just 1 versus 1, company to company, who can get a lucky shot. But, I think this is a great step in the right direction.
do you think that the line commanders will adapt to it? And not necessarily sorry if they will, but more so, have we seen that on the field? I've been commenting a lot during this whole battle of whether or not we're going to see people playing with the old mindset of how the tech used to work and how the tech is now going to go towards. And have we seen that today?
I mean, yeah. Speaking of adapt, Royal, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, but I guess McKindy adapted, right?
Oh, well, if we're publicly doing this, then yeah. He learned the game mechanics 15 minutes into the battle, but
15 minutes into the battle.
15
yeah.
minutes left.
Well, after losing his flag, if you're listening to this, McKinney, he's like, "Oh, how do I see my company strength?" The blue bar on the bottom, we always say.
No, he was like 3 seconds away from breaking, and I was like asking us in TeamSpeak, "Will you guys tell me how much strength I have left?"
So that was it, wasn't it? That was
It was
and
like,
we're
look at the bottom left of your screen, man.
and he's like, "Oh," and then he gets robbed.
he gets routed.
Yeah,
It was not
McKindy
the, it was the most.
he missed the briefing on how it all works.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
It wasn't France's most professional performance.
yeah.
from,
We
I
also
think,
saw the British commanders adapting more quickly though, and taking advantage of that.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I was
They've
thinking
got
we
some
might
pretty
have
big
that.
brains.
We call that
yeah.
natural selection, you know.
It's a British way of being, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, McKinney is Swedish after all.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get killed by some Swedish fuss saying like goodbye.
Yeah,
Such an
Bridal's
odd
coming
name
after you.
for a Swedish person.
This is just
Right.
turned into the roast McKinney session. I'm sorry, McKinney. Let's get back.
All
to
right,
it.
don't worry. We'll get back on track here. So, speaking of, honestly, the map on here is absolutely beautiful, and it's a testament to how far you guys have gotten and how far your developers have gone on the map terrain side. It is, from everyone that I've ever talked to, ever since we announced it last night, and ever since we had the article put out, people have all been commenting the same thing. This is a beautiful map, and the entire time during the battle, I couldn't just stop but look at just the small details from the waterfalls, from the rivers, from just the lighting and the terrain and how everything's set up, even to the point where the battle is set up from one end to the other to be almost like, if not completely equal on both sides, where there really isn't any, if at all, advantage to one end or the other.
Oh yeah, we joke that the map is actually French biased because if you look at the church at the top, the church isn't perfectly symmetrical, so the map is biased.
Well, clearly, God has a favorite then. So,
Oh yes,
So-
sorry Brits.
so with all that being said, with how positively reviewed this map is this really just going to be kept as a development map, or is there really plans for the future for this?
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of people being, reasonably annoyed that they're like, well, they put all this effort into a map that they're only going to use for tests, right? So I'd like to answer, I'll put things in perspective, really, right? So Rule, I think we started working on this map about a week ago, right?
Yeah, a week and a half, something like that.
Week.
A week
a
ago,
week and a half.
right? And it, we all have like our jobs. We've all got to do certain side stuff, and we put about 2 or 3 hours roughly every day into making this map, and we really wanted to push the limits of what we could do, right? And you'll notice on this map compared to the other ones, there's things like flowers, there's far more buildings, the rivers, like you said, and just it looks a whole lot nicer. And we're really trying to test if it's performant, right? And I don't think anybody had any serious issues today with performance. I think it works, right? But this map is really a test, right? And this map basically is where we've trained to do some of the things that we're going to do on larger maps. And this is not the so first it was Waterloo, and then we had Wagram, not Wagram, Wavre, right? This is not the 3rd map. This is the 6th map, right, Rule?
6th.
I think.
Mm.
5th. In other words, we've completed some other maps. This isn't the only one, right? And this took a week, alright? And we've learned things from making this map, and trust me, there are some very, very beautiful maps coming. It's not just this one, but I can't say too much about that yet. But just I made the terrain for this, and then Rule made all the buildings. you like the buildings, they look really cool. And then Kronk helped put the nature together and everything, and just tried to make something that
Of
was
course, Kronk is
perfectly
there.
fair.
Anyway, Flip Galaxy is also asking how can you ask them how big the map is? So
This is the same as the Hougoumont test map, if you guys remember that one. The one that was just Hougoumont on its own. And so I think it's like, I think
We never measured it, did we?
I know. I don't think I measured it. I can go in studio now, actually. But yeah,
okay,
it's
so
about the same size.
Sorry, I didn't catch whether or not that was a yes or no. If we're gonna see this map more, it was kind of vague. I just want to make sure that we put it out there exactly what the
purpose of this map
purpose, yeah.
is a perfect testing ground. If you got the camera on the stream, you could probably go into the perfect halfway line. It is a completely symmetrical map, and it is for testing new things and for high stakes events. This is not the only time we'll see it. And once we're done with this one and we want to have a new test map, this one will be, everybody can have it. Everybody can use it.
And there was a little bit of foreshadowing too, wasn't there? So if there were some listeners there that were paying attention, you might want to go back and take another listen, because there was some really good foreshadowing there. With that being said, is there any comments in general from development that you guys would like to add?
I mean, I'll let everybody have a go, and then I think I'll finish last. So, Rule, if you've just got anything to say about it.
I'd love to start. First of all, I'd like to say that things are not how they seem. I know we may have kept people in the dark, but that's simply because we have a lot of things in preparation. And we're very, very excited to be sharing all of this with you when the time is right. But just so you know, things are coming.
Yeah, this is basically our hobby, guys. Like, we always have a rule, and it's never when, right? We don't like when questions. Like, when will it be done? When will it be this?
Ask one question, you get blocked. Basically.
Yeah, when Rifles asks somebody in game, that's it. He's going to St. Helena tomorrow. He's on the next boat out. But like,
he's joining you.
Rest assured that I've seen other genres, right? And if anybody knows what the genre is like before this, but less to brag on it, right? Just the fact that we're doing this because we're involved, right? Like, I lead France, Rule leads BA. I don't know if we'd be doing it if it was any other way, right? And we do it because we love to do it. We don't like working to strict deadlines necessarily. It's not really like our job. I
have my job for that.
We all have real jobs. You all got to get the bread, and we find time to do this. So, like I said, for the past week or so, it's been 2 or 3 hours every day working on these reworks and things. But yeah, like Rule said, there's plenty that we leave in the dark, and it's because we just don't like the pressure of it feeling like a real job, right? Game studios work towards deadlines, and this is really our hobby.
Okay. I've said it better myself.
Okay, so now for the development, I want to see the thought process behind the field commanding in this battle. It was very chaotic at most times. So, what was the thought process behind it? How did you adapt in the field? Orpheus.
Probably hand over to Orpheus and Royal for this one.
Yeah, so the initial thought process was, well, first of all, I looked at the leaderboard and noticed that we were down a company, and I was like, all right, Arjan and the Spanish company are going to fight each other. Everybody else, just go forward. That was the plan. The whole battle. And then we just kind of let the other team pick who they're going to put 2 companies on, and, from there, we just kind of lost.
What he is saying, there was no plan, apart from Spain.
Well, see, there could have been a better plan.
Where the plan was to have fun.
But
my headset
it was
didn't
fun
work for like the first 10 minutes, and everyone flamed me for ear-raping them, apparently.
Yeah.
And, yeah, about the British. The British have had a perfect plan to destroy the French. Benno?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, divulge your secrets?
Yep.
Oh, I'm happy to. It was just a very simple. It was like, we can maybe looking at the choke points. There's like 3 natural choke points. The beautiful bridges. The fort as well. So it's like, we can have So with the thing about having extra lines, you have smaller companies. So what's really nice about that with having choke points, you can put the smaller companies on the choke points, and then send the extra line around the nice, beautiful fords. And I think it's a church. Is that a church up in like by the in between like the two?
Oh yeah, with the
rivers?
graveyard.
Yeah. It's very beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, we just put the extra company there where they have a bit more room. They won't be restricted to a choke point. And then yeah, it was just coordination and using that extra line where needed, and everyone else was able to pretty much effectively 1v1. Had to it wasn't complete perfect knowledge of the new tech on our side as well. Had to tell Slaggy, or had to answer Slaggy's question, household's commander's question about why they still had spawns. Well, why weren't Eisenberg losing spawns when he was right on top of their flag? But yeah, but yeah, we some people were still learning as we went on. So Mick is not the only one. But yeah, it was generally a bit on the move apart from that. And but yeah, it's really the first one. Everyone's still learning, so I wouldn't count too much.
I think you
All
put
right.
it nicely, yeah.
Is there anything else, gentlemen, that you'd like to address?
Yeah, and then I'll let everybody else as well. But just thank you, really. Like, I was really worried that people wouldn't really take these changes too nicely, and that they wouldn't like a massive change in the meta, right? And that's why we're being very careful about doing this on a test map, separate of the rest of the stuff, so that we can make sure it works here before we move it along. And it's just been really satisfying seeing the reaction from people. Everybody loves it, and I'm happy to hear that. And that's one of the reasons we'll definitely continue to work on.
Yeah, we'd like to see some like sort of change. We've been the same line battles for a year now, and the artillery and the new maps and new tech, it's just really a good refreshing.
Oh yeah, this isn't the only thing, guys. This meta change, this rework to the stuff. There's more to come, but that's soon.
We'll leave that to time. But soon, yeah.
Time
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
Rule,
only
what do you
answer
think?
to everything.
About what specifically?
Oh, just people love it. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, it's overwhelming, honestly. I wasn't expecting that kind of feedback and support from everyone. I was sure that there was going to be some people that were going to nitpick or just hate because they didn't get what they wanted, e.g. cannons or stuff like that.
So
And it was truly overwhelming.
I saw somebody say, "Oh, they took 18 months to add violin music to the game," and that really that really hit me.
Yeah, fuck you.
I really appreciated the music. I thought that was lovely.
Hey,
I
you guys
love
like
the
upbeat
music. I love the music. I loved it. I was vibing to it for 10 minutes straight.
Well, I prefer the really intense the Planetary Annihilation soundtrack while she waited for the battle to start.
Just you wait.
Over the top,
And then you have
Of course,
raw
that's-
ear-raping in the TeamSpeak. Very nice.
Hey
of you.
man, I ordered something at one point and everyone was like, "Bro, shut up." I don't know.
I have
Yeah, Orpheus and
The left
Royal.
flank did not have general for a bit.
What do you think about these changes then, Orpheus and Royal?
Me? I don't know if I heard that properly.
Yeah, sure.
someone else named Royal?
I
Yeah.
mix up Rule and
The
Royal's
thing
name
is,
a lot.
Gory mixes up
Oh, he
Royal and
does?
Royal. It's very painful.
How do you
Um,
manage that?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
quite
really-
embarrassing, really. Even though
Alright,
we
go
got
ahead.
our ass kicked, it was really fun to field command. It just adds another level, and I've played with it before as well. And although it was a 1v1, it's still really enjoyable. You actually get to stab people in melee now without going, "Oh, my flag got sniped!" You know?
Very true.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah. Or the conscript picking up the flag with his saber and charging in. I'm sure we've all had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orpheus?
Survivability is what makes the game much more fun. Because we probably the score would have been much wider if we were losing flags, and probably a little bit less enjoyable. So.
You still get points from losing flags, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
you lose
So-
big time now.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong in any of this, but there are two point hits that you can have. One from routing, that's when you lose all of your strength, and if you saw the company like flag up in the sky, it would blink white, and their bar would be empty. And then your traditional flag cap is called being overrun, and you'll lose full points rather than half, which is what you lose for a
Yeah.
a route, a break. Yeah.
Basically
Alright,
split
gentlemen.
the penalty in two. But yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna wrap it up here. It was
That's right.
an amazing time to have all of you here, giving your time for us. I would like to go through our thanks for today. So we want to thank everyone who's watching right now for watching the Napoleonic News live stream. The Napoleonic News is the official source of news for everything related to community and development. Credits for today's live stream is brought to you by myself as a live stream production supervisor, our commentator Mate, and our color commentator Alejandro. We should thank everyone, especially Gory, and our developers here, Rule C, Royal, Orpios, anyone who I may have, Bino, of course. And we'd like to thank you all for attending this and giving us our time once again. Napoleonic Wars News